Hello, and welcome back to Panic at the Dice Roll, our Halloween episode. We're all here in character, kind of.
Ish.
Yeah.
-1.
I think we should go around when we do introductions and display your outfits.
Okay.
Okay.
If I can find what I'm looking for, maybe. There we are. Yes. So I'm the DM. I'm Tanner. You can follow me on Twitter at Tanner Sandrock. I am currently dressed up as the Dungeon Master from the old 1980s D&D show. So I don't know. You can get a good look at it. Stand up.
There you go. Got the book.
Give us a little spin.
Authentic Dungeon Master book from the Ren Fair.
Alright. And these are my friends and players. First we have Curtis.
Hi, I didn't do the assignment properly, so I'm not Calder today, but I'm Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
I misunderstood the assignment.
I guess I should do a little turn on the catwalk.
Look at that booty! Yeah, he can't hear us right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's like the full on. That's like the full on.
That is
Huh?
actually-
Oh shit! He's even got the tabbies.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Came in a whole set, did it?
The tabbies too.
Yeah, and they're comfy. They're proper
Go.
work boot tabby shoes from Japan.
Jason.
And you play
Jason in
Calder.
his little bolo tie.
I do play Calder, not Scorpion. So at least the mask muffling my voice will be a little bit more on character with Calder, since he wears that thing 99% of the damn time.
It's true. Next
Fuck
up
is
we have
players.
Keely.
Hi. I'm Keely. I am dressed as and play Floof. I made ears. and I can for sure ascertain that this is the furriest thing I've ever done.
Yet.
Yeah.
Oh, and
So far.
I've got Floof's little healer's kit with some freshly dried mint from my kitchen. So they are ready to heal you
Ready to feeks.
and attack. That is
Next
all.
we have Travis.
Hi, I'm Travis. I play Montgomery Elliot Montgomery. I thought about dressing up Jason as either Bush Cassidy or the Mummy, but
Oh my God.
cats don't like leaves or toilet paper all over their body.
Or just dressing up in general.
But he has his
Yeah,
little bolo tie.
I would
I'm gonna
argue
stand up
about
as I
the
give
toilet
you guys
paper.
the Monty fact.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh jeez.
Oh
Oh
God.
jeez. Oh guys,
So
get.
you can tell Monty's jeans are uncuffed, which means he's heterosexual. So, sorry guys.
That is how we tell.
Yeah.
That
Jesus
is
Christ.
can confirm.
It's against the law to cuff your jeans if you
Oh
are heterosexual.
no.
You
Oh,
will
boy.
be fined.
Mm-hmm.
Next we have Joe.
I am Joe, the Vodka Wild Speaker. I did this paint myself. It is
It's damn good.
frost resistant,
Really good.
and this
Good.
is not a relative of Floof. I'm going to say that this is a crag cat.
I'm good.
Oh, you know what though? Travis also made the bolo tie.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Travis did hand make that bolo tie.
Yes, please. Oh.
Yeah, for those who
Oh.
are unaware, Travis is our resident artist, sculptor, ceramicist.
Artisan.
Artisanal,
I don't make pots.
Artisanal wheat
I mean,
bread.
for money?
I make pots for money.
There we go. And finally we have Og.
I'm Og. I play Sheltari. I have a lot of things dangling from my face.
Zoom in.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure if it's an aesthetic that I would ever realistically get behind. Zoom in.
Yourself.
just
Zoom
lean
yourself
in.
in. And then do
Like-
a turn.
I'm not gonna do a turn.
Oh, like a head turn.
Oh,
Do a
okay.
little turn on the catwalk. Do a little turn on the catwalk.
Ooh.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And the high collar shirt.
Yeah. Here's my Shardlin. Shardlin.
Nice.
Ah, your shard of Lynn.
My shard. My
He
lid.
sharded.
Wow.
Thanks for watching. It's been fun.
Yes, it's better than critting your pants.
Who's? Did we
And
discuss
thank you,
something?
Hawthorne, for your love and support of all of our lovely costumes.
Wow.
Ridiculous.
Yes. Thank you guys
Did we
for
discuss
tuning in.
the
What?
pre-stream? Did we discuss something that I missed out on that I should know about?
Oh my god.
Mm,
Nope.
usually, I mean,
Everything's fine. Everything's normal, and you,
I mean,
you
what
didn't miss
would
anything,
that
so-
make it any different from any other time?
Oh. Ouch.
No, I'm just asking now.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But anyway,
Okay.
thank you for joining us. Happy Halloween. We're glad that you're here. We're glad we're gonna play some D&D on the best holiday ever. You can follow us on Twitter at D20Panic. You can check out past episodes on YouTube, also at D20Panic. All of our sound effects are brought to you by Syrinscape.com because amazing adventures deserve amazing sounds. You can check them out. There's a link in our bio to our particular playset. Our theme song is Sunless Road, written and mixed by myself. Character art was created by Keely. We have a bunch of fan art in our break reel. If you want to submit some fan art, please do. We like that stuff. It's pretty much why we play this game. Yeah. I mean,
Just for
Oh.
the art.
Syrinscape.
Yeah.
oh
Epic
yeah,
Sounds of
everybody.
Adventures.
Yeah, everybody
Totally
open
blanked on
Syrinscape because you're gonna miss out a lot today if you don't have it.
Yeah, I should
Okay.
do that.
Yes, the
Syrinscape,
reins of Syrinscape have been taken from me.
because good campaigns deserve good musics.
I mean,
Okay, we're there. I'm
You
there.
already did.
I
that.
didn't revoke your access to it, so I assume that there's going to be some goats.
I just appreciated the exasperated from Keely during that pitch. There it is.
I do not remember my Twitch username. It's making me...
Little tiny Joe.
Oh, it's little.
Lil, Lil.
Little tiny
Well,
joke.
maybe I do not remember my password.
My
Probably don't want to say that one out
say-
loud.
I think it's Curtis is Bay 5000.
No, it's
that's just all
Dummy
my
Fit
banking stuff.
Curtis.
It's Curtis is stinky. 5,000.
Why are you
Curtis.
always fighting all the time?
It's Curtis Fart 2021. That's what the password is for
See,
sure.
guys, pro tip for your password: you should just have your debit card number and then the date of expiration followed by the CVC code on the back.
Yes. I should
It's so
probably
random
do
they'll
that.
never be able to guess it.
Thanks, Monty.
Yes. Oh, I figured it out.
Oh,
Oh yeah, cyberpunk version of Monty with 100% just steal credit cards.
Should we do a recap? Should probably do a recap.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So, if you missed out on last session, I am sorry. You missed some good lore. But I can try to capture it a little bit. So we found out, so Floof had a dream in the beginning of the session, which turned out to be kind of a memory of the will-o-wisp that lives in Floof's heart. I think we figured out that where the will-o-wisp came from. It's actually the spirit of what's the name? It was Netheri City that fell into the glacier like 2,000 years ago. So, yeah. I don't know how Floof feels about that, but, you know, it is what it is.
Whisper.
Yes, Floof named the spirit Whisper because the spirit couldn't remember their own name. You guys met with the speaker of Bryn Shander. Talked to her for a bit. I can't remember all of the things that you discussed. I think you revealed to her about the Durgar. You told her that you knew about their stronghold in Sunblight. Both the speaker and Vaka kind of urged you guys to head there as soon as possible, seeing that as the greater threat. The speaker also let you know that the prisoner in Revel's End that Hiln was interested in has been locked up there for about 3 years, so a year before the Rime ever started. You've learned that they were another member of the Arcane Brotherhood, the prisoner that is, but you thought that interrogating them could wait because whatever it is the Durgar are up to in the spine of the world was much more pressing. So you guys decided that you would head out in the morning, and then Monty tried to hit up the speaker for a late night booty call, which everyone disliked. And he got rejected.
As she should.
Yeah, we finished our long rest because I burned all 3 of my highest level spell slots on that.
Mm-hmm. I think that kind of covers it. Am I missing anything? Like anything important?
I mean, other than like Calder telling everybody, "Hey, I think we're going to our doom," but whatever.
He says that about everything.
Yes.
Like,
He
I mean,
openly voices it very often.
I mean, if he says it about everything, he's bound to be right eventually.
I mean, yeah. Say it's gonna rain every day. One day it'll rain. Goddamn, had it right the whole time.
He's a motherfucking prophet.
He is the Helen Lovejoy of the party.
All right. Let's see. All right, yeah, so I think you guys spent the night at the town hall. The speaker gave you access to the town's armory and equipment. You guys were able to stock up with supplies. Over this last week of probably not thinking about D&D, did you think about anything else that you wanted to grab before you head out to Sunblight?
We have some potions of night dark vision.
And also some tree stew and a little tiny tea kettle.
How many crossbows
Yes.
will they let Monty take before they tell him to stop?
How many crossbows can Monty carry?
He'd load them all onto the dog sled, so...
So you guys see Monty loading on just crossbow after crossbow after crossbow onto your already weighed down dog sled.
Monty.
Mind you, these dog sleds can only carry 2 people and their equipment.
Yeah, what's up?
Where do we go?
Oh. He pushes like 2 of them aside. I think Floof can fit right here.
What?
And what about you?
We really
Okay,
need
well.
a bag of holding.
Well, you
And he
let me know.
unloads them.
You let me know when you figure it out.
Just
will-
pile them in the
he will
snow.
keep 3 of them.
You just take the ones that were on there that you're not going to use, just throw them into the snow for the guards to find, pick up later.
No, hopefully.
I'm
Well-
guessing that's what Monty does.
Yeah, actually. Yeah. Yep, I guess so. That is day.
We'll grab a bunch of bolts, though.
All right.
And this is like as we're packing up, getting ready to.
Yeah, you guys are packing up. It's like first thing in the morning. You guys are getting ready. You know you have a 5-hour ride to Dugan's Hole before you take this path like south of Redwaters. Here, let me pull up the map. Got the wrong thing up. Okay, yeah, so you guys have a 5-hour ride by dog sled to Dugan's Hole, and then you guys are going to head south
Did we
around
establish last session that nobody in the town had a ring of dark vision for sale?
no,
Or was it
you
just
just
we
had
found
the
2
you just
potions?
had the potions.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
But
It's okay. Smash. I got my axe. I have everything I need.
And then you have a 13-mile trek through the tundra. By dog sled will take you 2 miles an hour. What's that? About 6 hours to get there.
Okay.
So that will pretty much be your first full day
Long
of
journey.
it's your first full day of travel. And then once you get there, you have the decision to make. Do you cut through the mountain pass, 2-hour cut through the mountain pass, or do you take a 8-hour journey around the mountain and up from and approach the fort up from the south? So,
And one of those paths is like a more of a surprise.
it's not so much
Or a
more of a
back
surprise,
door.
it's just a time saver. There's really only
Yeah.
one entry into this
Okay.
fort.
Okay.
So it's just if you want to spend the
Time
time to go
versus
8
safety.
hours around, you can. It's a safer journey. It just takes a lot longer. Otherwise, you can cut across the mountains. It's a 2-hour trip, but it is much more dangerous. It's all about how much time you want to spend to get there.
dangerous how?
Ask Vodka. It's the mountains.
Vaka, am I at risk of falling off a mountain again if we take the pass?
Baka is going to look at the pass, and then all of our dogs and our equipment. And she feels for the first time in a really long time that bitter cold that doesn't feel like it's part of the rime and just feels like it's part of the spine, and feels very close to home. But looking at the party, looking at the equipment, she will turn to the group and say, if we take the pass, we will be going on foot. The dogs in the sled are not built for this area. We will save time, but we'll lose all of our supplies. I will suggest that we take the longer route. It would be safer should we need to make camp for the night.
Well, I will agree with you. You know best.
All right.
She's mostly looking at Monty's boots and uncuffed pants and remembering the avalanche.
Uncuffed pants are not suited for mountain travel.
Yeah, I'd rather avoid falling off a mountain again. So I bundle up and I wait patiently for Calder to start driving.
Okay. Oh, Floof. Player C is player camera. I created a new account that
Okay.
will view the map from the player view, so people watching can't see all of my stuff.
Okay, that's what I was
Right.
asking. That's what
Yeah.
I was referring to. I wasn't sure if there was like some like guest.
Guest.
Yeah,
no,
like
no,
someone's just gonna randomly pop in.
no.
Okay.
Player C stands for player camera. So
Okay. All right.
it only took me 26 sessions to figure it out. Okay, so yeah. Anything at all? Any last supplies that you can think of that you need? You want to ask me about? You want to try to find? Because you guys are headed into
A bad place.
big bad spot.
Yeah, I mean, other than plenty of like food and supplies and like climbing gear and stuff that
You
I guess we
have-
kind of already have.
You have a week's each supply, so a 10-day supply each of rations and water,
Okay. All right.
or not water. You guys have snow, but
Yeah.
things to
Yeah.
get water with. You
Oh.
have cold weather gear, you have climbing equipment, you have your dog sleds, you have provisions for your dogs. as well as the axe beak, although the axe beak is much better at foraging for itself in the harsh climate. You have health potions, you have dark vision potions.
Monty's gonna get as much liquor as he can find around, as well as stuff for mixed drinks.
All right.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
Okay. There we
Oh.
go.
What do you
Jesus.
want
There
to
we
find?
go.
Okay, well, there's a
Huh?
crit for Monty on finding alcohol. What do you want to find?
Sure it is. Of course, that's
Oh,
What's Monty's
contribution.
preferred drink?
honestly, he's just looking for rum, but the main thing is he's looking for any exotic spices he can find. Some star anise, some licorice root, or licorice bark, those kinds of things.
Yeah, you're in the market. You're in the market square while everybody else is getting ready. You take like an hour kind of to dip out to the market square that's right in front of the town hall.
He
Kind
trades
of-
away some of the crossbows for it.
Kind of perusing around, you do find this one older half elf. Has a bit of refined taste to him, and he lets you know that he does have some special wares that he was able to get out of the Sword Coast before the Ten Trail was blocked down with ice and snow. And yeah, he'll trade you a few of your borrowed or lent crossbows for a very nice bottle of oh, what's that country that's way south that has all the dinosaurs and stuff?
Cholt.
Cholt, yeah. He sells you a very nice bottle of Cholton rum and a little box chest, like a little tiny box chest that has your spices and mixers in it. And it comes with 2 tumblers. And
Wow.
a little mixing spoon. And since it's from Cholt, it has all this imagery of dinosaurs and stuff carved into it. It is
Mixology
worth-
That is what I'm putting in. My...
See how much is a heavy crossbow?
Wait, what?
I just want to see how many crossbows you had to trade for this.
Maybe crossbows are pretty expensive, I'm pretty sure.
50 gold pieces. You had to trade them for.
Okay.
The whole set is $200 or 200 gold pieces. You'll find someday adventurers will come across the old remains of Monty in Sunblight clinging to his 200 gold piece rum with a little note carved in the stone next to him. He's like, I wish I would have bought more health potions.
But damn, if it wasn't worth it.
Then also a recipe that you come up with.
The right amount of bitters and sugar.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so you guys finish up. All right, I'm going to ask this just one more time. That way nobody can accuse me of sending you guys here underprepared. We'll just go one by one. So Monty spent the hour getting his thing. Floof, is there anything that you feel that you want to grab?
Well, I have health pack extra. I have my weapons.
Your
And
tea
I have-
kettle,
My teacup. Yeah, my tea kettle.
your tea kettle, and your pine needle tea.
I'm full up on everything else, like arrows and stuff, so I think I'm good.
All right. Vodka, is there anything that you want to grab?
I don't think so. How many health potions does the party have?
I'm
I
not sure.
currently have. I'm currently holding 2.
Zero.
Floof has-
Got 1 potion of greater healing on Calder.
So 2 on vodka, 1 with Calder. Monty, do you have any?
Wait for what?
Do you have any health potions?
I have, I believe, a greater healing potion that we were given, and think that's it.
All right, so 2 with vodka, 1 with Monty, 1 with Calder. Chaltari, do you have any?
Looking through stuff here.
But I also do have the healer's kits.
Yeah.
I have a feat for that, so it does more than just stabilize.
I have my tools. I have a shark skin pouch, 2 bottles of whiskey. I still have my backpack is still full of Chardonnay. Is that an issue?
Yeah, you stole that, remember?
Yeah. And it didn't like disappear or turn to dust or something fucking weird because anytime we find something valuable, that's what happens.
He doesn't
Well, you
trust
didn't
you, is
you
what
didn't
he's saying.
you didn't fuck with it.
Huh.
The other stuff that you've turned to ice was because you tried to double its price. You put it into a broken magic machine and then didn't roll high enough.
Okay. Well, that's all I have then.
Sit here and throw
Alright,
shade at me
Vodka
like it's
has-
my fault.
Vodka has enough money to buy another greater healing if it is available, or 2 healing potions.
Yeah, what's the price of a greater?
50 is for the regular and 100 is for greater.
Here, let me cost.
I don't know if it goes up exponentially.
So yeah, greater healing potion is 100 gold pieces.
Really? Holy
Mhm.
shit.
I will
So-
buy one of those.
Yeah. So you go into town, looking to buy some potions. Can you give me an investigation check?
Yes.
Okay. Unfortunately, the only person that you're able to find that sells potions doesn't have any greater healing in stock. But they do have 4 common healing potions.
Okay. I will buy those.
Okay, so you buy all those up. That will cost 200 gold pieces. Unless you,
Perfect.
let's see. So, Floof, Monty, Vodka, Calder. Anything that you want? Any last minute items that you want to try to find?
Probably to see if there's any different types of arrows available.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check. 14. You find the Fletcher in town, and he does have a wide variety of arrows. None of them as powerful as the ones you got from the dwarves, but you are able to find some that are made from a stronger. You're able to find ones. You find 2 sets. You find one that are made of a lighter wood, that have a higher chance of breaking, but they'll increase. But you can add a +1 to your attack roll. Or you find ones that are a little denser wood, a little sturdier, that have less of a chance of breaking, and you can add +1 to your damage. So you either get a +1 to attack or a +1 to damage, depending on if you go light wood or heavy wood.
How much are the light woods?
Each one, they're both going to cost the same. They're both going to cost 50 gold pieces for a bundle of 10. Or 20, sorry, bundle of 20.
50 gold for bundle 20. Shit. Nope, that's not in Calder's price range, unfortunately.
And
Got
if you
gold if we
find
need it.
vodka, yeah,
No, he's
Fine.
he's done borrowing from people.
Yeah, vodka gets
vodka
twice
is
the
literally
gold.
carrying a fuck ton of gold.
Yeah,
Vodka,
gets twice the gold.
as you're walking back to kind of where you guys are getting everything set up, you walk past the Fletcher. You see Calder just kind of longingly staring at these arrows.
Like
What was the
counting
price of them?
coins.
like hand on the pane, window pane.
Yeah, vodka will tie the potions that she has bought kind of like around her belt and just kind of come over to Calder. They do look sharper than yours.
Aye, but they're a little bit more dear to buy.
Oh, it's a little bit more danger than we're used to. And Vaka will like kind of motion to the store owner with her coin purse.
Yeah, they come over and you buy a bundle.
Yep.
All right, which ones do you buy?
Remind me which ones the better ones.
Lightwood.
The Lightwood +1 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, so they give you a quiver of 20 Lightwood arrows and give it +1 to hit, but not to damage, just to hit.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, speaker.
And yeah, Vaka will kind of like put her hand on your shoulder. I know you're not so keen, but I trust your eyes over everyone else's.
Thank you.
Feel a lot better that you're coming with us.
Like I said, fate's in your all's hands.
And then how much money do I need to hand over?
50 gold pieces.
I think I actually maybe would run into them at the Fletchers.
Okay. Yeah, what are you doing?
Sugar mama time.
Can I have some money?
I'm curious.
No,
I didn't know I was going to
purse.
find you all here. I'll ask the Fletcher if he has a composite or any composite bows, or if that is something that he's familiar with.
Like with like a modern bow, like with the cam wheels?
Something that might require a little more strength to wield. Something with a little more oomph, maybe.
Oh, okay, like a long.
Is that
Sorry,
a
I was
thing?
thinking. No, I was thinking of the wrong thing. Composite bow.
Compound.
Yeah, that compound bow.
Compound bow.
I was thinking of
That
a.
is what
I
you
was
wanted.
thinking of a compound bow.
Okay, I have the term right. But is that even a thing here? I don't know if that's a thing in
I don't
this
think.
world
I
or
don't
not.
know if that
That's-
is.
Pathfinder has ones that you can add your strength and damage rolls on.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, then I will simply thank them for their time.
Rip.
They say I don't know, but if you've given me an idea, why don't you check back in like another session so I can figure out how that's gonna work.
Check back in the next arc,
Oh boy. Well, we're leaving town
assuming
for a
we
while.
survive.
All right.
Yeah, if I return, perhaps if you're interested in commissioning something.
No, yeah. We'll talk about it then.
Okay. And before you ask, no, it's not for me.
Wasn't going to.
What are you two doing here?
Seeing Shaltari, Vaka will take off 2 of the 4 health potions she just bought and hand them over to him.
Thank you. Well, at least.
Well, if I go down in a if I find myself surrounded by Duragar, or if we fall on the mountain,
Don't worry, I've been observing, and I have a good feeling for.
Vaka will instinctively look up at the sky, because that's normally what Shaltari has been doing.
Aw.
And she'll kind of like put her other hand on his shoulder. Come on. We're gonna lose daylight.
And as the camera sort of changes focus to the background, you just see Floof just chewing on somebody's like coattails while they're stopped talking to somebody.
Why?
Excuse me. Okay. So you guys gather all of your last items, load up the dog sleds, and
with maybe a couple extra crossbows that I will also take.
all right. So
from
too many
the squad.
crossbows.
Yep, too many crossbows.
We'll say that you were able to strap 2 extra crossbows to both dog sleds. And
yeah. I will
So
present them. I want to present them to Vaka and Floof. if they
who here,
desire.
I'm gonna
What this is?
I will show Floof how it works.
okay.
For when
Floof, I don't know if Floof has proficiency in crossbows, but they do.
Oh,
They're a
they're
fighter.
proficient
They're a
in
fighter. Yeah, so
everything.
they're proficient in everything. Floof
Yeah,
already knows
yeah.
how to use a crossbow.
yeah.
You hand it to Floof and you try to explain it to him, and they're able to use it better than you can.
Well, picked that up very quick.
Well, you hand it to me, so I pick it up. Okay.
Who's riding with who?
I am on Fiask.
Vodka's on Fiask.
Um,
I'm guessing Calder is leading one of the sleds with
I think, is it the same lineup as last time?
Fellwinter and Frostmere.
Frostmire.
Frostmire.
Yeah.
And then, so who's riding with Calder?
I suppose I am.
So Sheltari
If
jumps on the
Floof
sled with
is
Calder.
riding.
Monty
Oh, no,
takes the reins of. I can't remember. What'd you name your dogs?
Get along and little doggy.
Get along and little doggy. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then Floof jumps on the back with. You can either ride with Vodka on Fiask, or you can ride
No.
with.
No, I don't like the birds, so I ride with Monty.
All right. So you jump on the sled with Get Along and Little Doggy,
Yes.
and yeah.
And we pull up right next to Vakan, Fiask, and Monty and Floof are both giving the bird like untrusting
Doing the stare
glares.
down, and
Fiask
we're revving the
snips
dogs.
at your finger, Monty. You're able to pull it
Gotta
away
try harder.
Sunglasses. go
just in
down.
time. Feel like you would have lost a knuckle. Yeah, and you guys head out of Bryn Shander through the eastern gate down the east way. Traveling along the roads is safe, so you're able to make. Actually, let's see what the weather is today. Thunder, snow.
Always.
So
Always.
Thunder.
yeah, all right. So as you guys leave, a storm kind of blows in from the glacier. Thunder, snow, 10 below, with mild wind, with dim natural light. There is a 25% chance of every hour thunder causing avalanches in the mountains. There's disadvantage
Absolutely not taking the shortcut.
There's disadvantage on perception checks for hearing in the open tundra,
Oh my god.
and there is also a very small risk of being struck by lightning out in the open tundra. So you guys are able to make your 5-hour journey to Dugan's Hole through this storm. But as you guys get to Dugan's Hole and you get to the southern edge of Dugan's Hole, where you realize you have to head out into the tundra, it's going to be a bit more of a difficult journey.
Even on the road?
Not on the road. This is after the 5-hour journey
Oh,
to
right. We don't
Dugan's-
have a road. Yeah, we don't
to
have a
Dugan's
road.
Hole.
now,
There's
do
no
we?
road. You're leaving the road behind.
That's a good point. All right.
Who would
Okay.
like to roll a D8?
Ugh.
Me.
All right, roll me a d8, please.
Had to think real hard about it, apparently.
6.
6. Me. It's me. I get struck by lightning.
No. Oops. There we go.
Again.
Okay. All right. Okay. So it is, I think, what we say, it's a 6-hour journey. Yeah, 6-hour journey down. So to finish out your day, you have 6 more hours on the road, or in the snow, till you get to that fork in the road between taking the mountains pass and going the long way around.
Okay, before we leave Dugan's Hole,
Yeah.
and maybe this is an opportunity for some more recap in case anybody wanted. I will cast Augury again
Oh yeah.
and
Okay.
see if I'm testing the heavens. See if I will see that vision again, or if I get something different. So the whole time that, while Calder's driving,
So kind of as you're getting ready to leave Dugan's Hole, stopping for a moment, resting the dogs, having some food here in Dugan's Hole before you leave. You take a step away from the sleds and you look up into the sky, which is, rolling storm clouds. And as you stare up into it, you can see faintly through the cloud that pulsing red star.
Right.
Do it that way you will.
Yeah.
Floof has started to sort of burrow underneath of the crook of Monty's arm, just sick of this thunder snow.
All right. So you guys heading out of Dugan's Hole, 6 hours. I need each one of you to roll a d100.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Multiple D100s.
Each.
Okay. Okay.
Like, I know that the odds are just
It's 1 in
so
100.
astronomically unreasonable, but like, I
Yeah,
still have
Andy.
a fear. I still am fearful.
I believe in you. You can roll 100.
Okay.
And then I'll roll one as well.
We seem to have collectively rolled fairly high.
This is how much AP the frost dragon we're gonna fight is.
Okay. Yeah, so the 6-hour journey, you hear, crashes of thunder. As you guys get closer to the mountains, you can hear the thunder kind of echoing off of the hill or the mountain sides. This is the closest you guys have probably been to the mountains except for Vaca. And they are just looming peaks. They stretch up into the storm clouds and you can't even see the tops of them where you're at.
Shit.
The terrain becomes more rocky and rugged. You guys are kind of skirting along these kind of narrow passages between crags, occasionally having to get off of your sleds and carry them over these kind of outcroppings of stone. But you're able to give me a survival check, or somebody give me a survival check to make sure you guys are able to stay on. course.
Whoever is leading, I will be offering my guidance.
Maybe Calder a bit then, because you're on the same sled.
Yeah.
Bloop. All right. So yeah, you guys are able to stay on course. Calder kind of leading the way. Eventually, 6 hours has gone by. You guys have been on the sleds for almost 12 hours now. The dogs are exhausted. Fiask is exhausted. And
Floof is
you guys
exhausted.
come to this kind of outcropping of trees, like this small little cluster of trees, where you know that the mountain pass is just to the south, or you guys have to go around through the longer road. But the trees are going to provide you a good cover to make camp. Go ahead and make another survival check to see if you guys see if you guys can find a decent spot to make camp.
Now, would this be considered tundra?
Ooh.
This is considered
Arctic?
mountain.
Okay.
This is Arctic mountain.
Arctic mounted, but I only have Arctic.
This is you guys are in the mountains.
Okay.
This is Vaca's home.
Who's
Maybe
rolling
one
it?
level higher so I can pick mountain finally.
Wait, are we all looking? Are we all looking for a safe spot? Are we splitting up?
Um
I'm not splitting up, but
so Vaca 12.
I will offer guidance on that.
At a D4, right?
Yeah. I would like to participate.
14.
Okay. 14. Floof helping. All right, 17 then. So you are able to find the remnants of an old hunter's cabin, kind of in the woods here. Part of the southern and western walls have collapsed, but the remaining 3 walls seem sturdy and will give you some shelter from the wind, as well as some cover.
So Vaca on Fiask, once we start getting into that area where it opens ever so slightly, we'll see this remnants of this cabin and kind of like pull her exhausted bird around, much to his dismay, and kind of guide the party and the sled dogs to the remains of this camp. Looking up that they're inside, even though it's still a little bit of ruins. Yeah, waving everybody over. There should be a safe enough spot. We should get a fire going. Get these dogs fed.
Does it look pretty well abandoned? Like there's no fresh tracks or any like other sign of habitation?
No, it looks like it's been pretty left alone. There's not a lot of reason for anybody to be here. I do have a map. I have a map
Then
for this.
I will trudge into the ruins, looking like a puppy that's just beleaguered by the wind. It's like ears back. I can't do it. Ears back and all deflated.
And yeah, I'll start the fire.
Alder will feed the dogs.
Vaca will unsaddle Fiask and let it stretch their ridiculously small wings in comparison to everything else.
Flightless bird.
Yep.
Mother, I crave wingspan.
Yeah.
Monty's gonna mix up some rum with some orange juice, put a little licorice shavings in there, and then pack some mason jars with some snow at the bottom, and just bottle those up and have them ready for later.
Where did you get?
He's giving us frosty mugs.
I paid 200 gold. There is orange juice in there.
There's some
They're
orange,
like-
Dang, actually.
They're like
Yeah.
pucks. They're like frozen pucks.
little orange
Yeah.
juice
Mhm.
concentrate.
Yeah.
All right.
I will
So
make. Oh, I want to make a tea. I want to make the tree stew.
Tree stew.
Yes.
all right. So
Baka will feed Fiask some fish nonsense, noticing him looking at the dogs. Like,
Floof, can you make me intelligence check to see if you can figure out how to brew this tea?
I will tell you also the steps that Floof is taking. I use the little kettle just to heat water. I know how to do this. This is normal. The tea leaves. I am not very sure, but I think I just stir them in to a cup and drink it.
All right, roll intelligence.
Oh no.
So you're sitting there, you have the kettle on the fire, and you have the tea leaves in your hand, and you can't decide if you throw them into the pot
Yes.
or into your cup.
Maybe go in while on the fire. Okay, I put them in while it's on the fire.
All right. Yeah, but you guys get your tent set up. The dogs eat, so does Fiask, and they quickly kind of curl up and go to sleep. They are very tired. So, yeah. In the morning, you guys can continue your journey. Is there anything you want to go over tonight? Or do you set watch and just go to bed?
While we're all kind of sitting around the fire and I'm tinkering around with this this hot kettle, trying to see if I have made successful water. I set it down and I look around and I go, when we get to there, what is we do first? We do hide or not hide?
Oh. I think hiding is probably the best option to start.
We do look
Yes,
first.
we do look.
I can not do it with look, but
Well,
if there is a light, then I can do it with the look.
Floof, come here.
Okay.
This-
I pour some steamy hot water into my cup and walk over.
This whole time that he was talking, I mean, he has been like watching the sky very intently, like most of this trip. I take out my tools, readjust some lenses, and scour the sky for the first peak, even the first hint of any starlight or moon. And you see those quartz lenses that he crafted when he gave you yours begin glowing. And I reach out and I touch your shoulder, and I pull the lens away, and you see a starlight twinkle in my eye. And it slowly fades, and you watch the light travel through my arm into you as I cast Dark Vision.
For me?
How about now?
I look out. I can see. It's like I just got glasses.
Why is everything blue? This is kind of annoying. I wish they would have just.
Anybody looking sees Floof's eyes now have little twinkling star in each one, where the pupil is.
Oh. The shadow is different.
Can you
Nice.
see?
Yes. What? How do this?
I'm just imagining Floof like going in and out of the door, like I can see, I can see, I can see.
No, kind of. Who's it? Calder's the only one that can see, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Normally.
Yep.
And I will do the same thing to Vaka, and then to Monty.
As you are, so the third time you cast this, for Monty, as you're looking up, you can see the clouds kind of have receded. The storm has passed. And you can see the night sky, and you can see the weave, or not the weave, but the aurora, the rime. And you can see the moon peeking out from behind the clouds. And you see a shape in the sky. A shadow. Something large and flying.
Oh shit.
Oh, Curtis. You said something about a ice
Hide.
dragon, and now
I sure did.
yeah, you materialized it.
Everyone hide now.
The fire.
I put the
Put the fire out.
yeah, because I can do that.
Okay.
Vaka hears a low kind of small rumble as Fias kind of like roosts down and puts their head on the ground, making themselves look low.
I'm gonna shoo the dogs inside, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, they kind of begrudgingly get up, but they'll come inside. Yeah, Fias kind of like hunkers down and buries themselves in the snow and looks like a little snow pile.
Aw.
With like the point of a beak sticking out. Yeah, you guys throw the fire out and kind of look up into the sky where Sheltari was pointing, and you see it kind of flying closer towards the kind of the wooded area that you're in, and as it gets closer you can see it more clearly, and you see this ancient white dragon.
Oh shit.
As you see, it kind of gets towards the perimeter, I'd probably say like 200 yards away from where you're at. It kind of swoops low to the ground, opens its mouth, and you see this kind of blue light kind of glowing in its maw before it releases a cone of icy breath onto the ground in front of it. As it does that, you see it kind of swoops back up into the air and circles back around before coming back down to where it had done that frost breath and lands with a crash in the woods about 200 yards from you.
The first time that like when it flew back up, can I pass without a trace?
Sure.
I do that.
I go full floof.
Can I make a perception check to see if it has a frozen rider on its back?
Sure. Yes.
All right.
This is the white worm.
Good. What do we do?
Why is she here?
What do we do? Make
There ain't really any way to know that.
Vaka?
make the ice. They make it.
Do you have any idea why she would be in this region?
Tanner.
You can roll history, Vaka.
Okay, I was thinking. I'm
Please.
thinking about like the vision and stuff too with UNA.
Please think clearly. Fuck us.
Oof.
I mean, it's common knowledge that the white worm just kind of roams the dale,
Mhm.
hunting, eating, just doing what dragons do. But to try to pinpoint a motive, Vaki, you don't know. You couldn't say for certain.
Cool.
Who's to reason with a half crazed ancient white dragon?
Yeah. Who's to say? Oh boy, I'm so glad I use all my second level slots right before this happens. But hey, everyone can
Kill
see.
the bot. Kill the bot in the chat.
Yeah, no
Everyone,
kidding.
Working on it.
everyone can see at least.
Could Vaka surmise that because of the rhyme, it's probably having to go further for food?
It could be.
Like,
Give it
it
the
could be
bird.
going further for food. It could just be that it's a crazy dragon,
Okay.
or that is
We
making ice
I
on the
mean,
tail.
we just stay and hide. And they will go.
could also just ask her what's up.
After a prophecy from a Durgar prince saying that our doom could come, you want to engage with it.
Well, one, prophecy's just a load of bullshit. I think you're feeding into some confirmation bias here. Two, don't gotta get close.
You just hear
Think-
Calder repeat Nildar's ominous words, but in undercommon under his breath.
I think we are already close by dragon standards.
Too close.
Eh,
This is why we do not move.
don't move. Alright. Monty's gonna do ascending.
Motherfucker.
Meanwhile, I finally try to sip my tea.
What
Okay.
is Monty doing?
Sending. Can you populate the spell, please?
He's spending sorcery points to subtly cast sending.
Oh Lord.
Lest he deal with a whole bunch of oh fuck no from the group.
So
Yeah.
what's the message
You're
and
so
who are you
lucky that
sending it
Vaka
to?
has zero
Sending it
intelligence.
to Arby.
Calder
You're
just
lucky
rests
I
a
can't
hand.
tell.
Calder rests a hand on the blade of Levistus, just kind of watching intently.
I mean, this is all gonna be mental because I actually cast it with sorcery points because that's something I can do.
Ooh.
And when I use psionic sorcery, it requires no verbal or somatic components, and it requires no material components, unless they are consumed. So, he's gonna say, "Oh great, Alveaturi," however you're actually supposed to pronounce it.
Is that part of the
He actually has to do
message?
it right.
No, I want it to be part of the
Well.
message. Yeah. Oh, damn.
Oh great white dragon. I
that it?
see
Oh.
you hunting. Is this your domain? I would hate to intrude.
you hear back in your mind kind of this low rumbling voice. Who dares question the white worm? The ice on the wind. All of the dale is mine. And all who live here, my prey.
All right, 3 more sorcery points. Here we go. Of course, Great Dragon. We are here to root out intruders upon your domain. Duragar hide in the mountain. 25.
Did you guys make stealth checks?
Oh, we didn't yet.
Cast passive
And it's-
trace.
Yeah. Did
It's
you go
plus
ahead and
10.
it's
Yeah.
plus
Yeah.
10?
Also, I think.
Nice,
No,
Calder.
never mind.
So 36, 24,
Yep.
30.
36
30.
plus 30 plus 24
Oh,
Plus 13.
plus
Waka,
13
no! What did you do?
plus
27.
27 plus 27 divided by 5. Give you an average of 26.
okay.
Good, but it could be better.
I'm going to roll this in front of the screen.
Shit.
Isn't she like she's blind? Isn't she? Right? Something.
She has a plus 13 to perception.
She's not blind. She's not blind. She's just.
Just
I mean,
senile.
Smells, hearings.
Yeah.
She's
It's an
just
ancient
old
dragon.
and wild.
Yeah.
Oh, we're fucked.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh.
Oh.
I could unpuck her a little bit.
24. What was it? 26?
26 was your stealth check. They
Oh
got a
my
24
God.
perception.
Ooh.
Again, you hear this low rumble in your head, Monty, and it just says, I can smell you. But the wind disrupts it. More food. A second course, perhaps.
It's fine.
This is fine.
Oh God, no.
And
Monty's gonna
the rest of you
whisper,
guys can hear this thing now starting to shuffle and crack through trees.
Good
No.
news. He knows we're here. And Monty's
go.
gonna reach into his pack and trade out his hat.
She, by the way. It's a lady dragon.
Oh, she. Sorry. She knows we're here. And then he's gonna switch out his hat for the wizard's hat.
God damn it.
Or why do you think that?
She told me.
Tommy, we go. Come, we go.
Elliot fucking Montgomery, I swear.
As you're yelling at Monty, behind you, Calder, you see out in the woods a plume of frost breath, just like probably 150 yards off, just ice some stuff in the forest.
Alder immediately takes out an arrow of Morden and just presses it to his lips to all of you as he pulls his bow and just waits.
Loof has been like doing that antsy thing where they keep looking like they want to go.
And you hear the dragon shout out in common in this like low kind of guttural voice, and it just says, "Whisperer in the woods, where are you?"
Telepathically to everybody, Monty will say, "All right, y'all can blame me for this. Pack up and get ready to go. I'm gonna try and talk our way out of this.
Jesus.
If you hear my death knell, get going. Find a place where something that big can't get in.
Start digging a hole.
Your dogs are exhausted.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
If you ran them now, they would not.
They would die.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they also. I mean,
They
they
just-
also
they
wouldn't
wouldn't.
just. Yeah, they wouldn't.
They just wouldn't go. Yeah.
All right. Monty's
Yeah.
gonna just point in a direction to y'all and take off in the other direction.
I'm gonna.
Breaking stealth.
You just hear in the back of your mind, since I'm assuming that's a two-way thing when you talked in
Yeah,
all of our
it is.
heads, you just hear Calder just say, "On your death comes on dragon's wings."
Prophecy's bullshit.
Floof. Yeah, I'm gonna look around at the rest of the group, and then I'm going to just start fixating on Monty's path so that I can track it in a little bit. So I can-
Right. Monty goes darting out into the woods, breaking stealth.
Oh no.
You hear the dragon kind of just in common just says, "There you are." And you hear the beating of wings as it takes off and begins to pursue Monty.
What's everyone doing?
Vaca
Calder-
has her
Monty will
arms
start
out, kind
yelling
of like
back. but
holding.
let's do whatever.
I'm out. One at a time, everybody. Vodka first.
Yeah, Vaca is gonna like hold the dogs and like try to like keep them down, and just watches him leave.
Calder is gonna just quietly say, "Just be prepared. He might sell us out.
Um,
We can't
and Vaca
run."
will look over. Yeah, Vaca will look over to Calder, and just kind of look over at Shaltari too.
Tanner,
Well, that was always only a matter of time.
I know the name of the dragon's rider, right?
Nobody remembers the name of the rider. They just know it was an old wizard.
Okay.
Right.
He died hundreds of years ago.
Felt alright. Floof is literally just like looking from person to person, trying to estimate the situation.
We
so
can't run.
Then we stay.
I don't know what he thought this would accomplish.
Okay. I point at them, all of them. I go, you stay quiet. I scout. I scout. Now Kenzie.
Vaca will whisper to Floof, like, wait, in case he comes back.
It will see you.
Far from it, I stay.
As Monty's running, he's going to change his appearance into that of an elderly wizard, slightly reminiscent of the corpse he saw on the back of the dragon, but not exactly.
Okay.
Vaca is going to whisper again, Floof,
Oh my
stay
god.
with us. We need
Oh.
you.
We cannot know what happened if I don't go to watch.
He always comes back.
All right. So you guys are kind of just hunkering down and waiting.
He's also
Mhm.
chugging his potion of frost resistance just in
Yeah.
case.
Calder's kind of
Not
posted
gonna
up
save
next
you.
to like the window, like keeping one eye like
Who's
that.
Who's drinking the potion?
Monty is.
Oh, so you chug a potion of frost resistance and change your shape to a wizard that you could only really see like a silhouette of.
Just generally making him look like he knows wizards look from being in Baldur's Gate.
Stereotypical wizard look.
Fairly, yeah.
Oaken wizard.
You know, red robes, long white hair, bald on top.
All right.
Yeah.
So Monty, you're able to run probably 100 or so feet out into the tree line to where the rest of the party can't really see you. But it doesn't take long before the white worm crashes in front of you, just cutting you off completely. And kind of face to face with you, the worm kind of leans down and just kind of chuckles.
Oh, there you are. My colleague.
Quiet.
And
I think you've done enough talking.
Oh, no.
well, that's
What did I
rude
just
of
say?
you.
Oh, boy.
It's not polite to be speaking into the minds of your superior. You may speak.
Apologies. I merely had lost correspondence with my colleague who rides upon your back. This was the only way I knew to get both of your attentions. And he's bowing and takes off his hat to reveal his bald pate.
See the dragon kind of peers at you closely. You can see its eyes are kind of clouded with cataracts. And she kind of looks, kind of leans back and then sniffs you. You look of a wizard, yes. But you don't smell of one.
I've been traveling long, and I apologize for smelling uncouth. I'm not fit for a domain such as yours. As you can see, I am weak and frail of body. Travel is rough for me.
You say you seek an audience with my master.
You and your master, yes.
And what is your name?
Am Monteblanc Lacroix.
Yeah, she kind of leans her head up, kind of back, bends it back to what you can now see is this blackened corpse. Its face kind of shrunken, blackened from frostbite. Its hair, long white beard and hair just kind of disheveled, and it's lashed into this saddle on her back. And she leans back, and you can hear her speaking in Draconic to it. Although it does not respond, she turns to you and says, "We know no one by that name."
Oh. That's very fair.
Can I get a deception check?
Yeah, that's okay. Here we go.
23. She has a passive insight of... Okay. Yeah, so she believes you. You can see that she believes you say what you are, but she's like, yeah, we don't know anybody by that name.
Apology. I'd only know your master through the words of my master, one Elminster.
She leans back at the corpse. Leans back to you. Should we know minster?
Widely known across the realms, but probably not worthy of your master's attention. Oh, not your master. Oh, fuck. Your colleague's attention.
The master's correct.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is?
that's what she-
Okay, I do
yeah.
know that.
The wizard's her master.
Okay.
She said it a second ago.
She
too.
said it, yeah.
Oh, yes. Sorry, guys. Just trying not to die to a dragon.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
It's only
I
a,
hope
Not
it
it's
worthy
only,
of your
too.
master's
it's only a
attention.
CR20 white ancient white
Yeah.
dragon.
Yep. Not worthy of your master's attentions, of course.
Can you make a wisdom save? I forgot to make you make a wisdom save when she laid
for
it in front of
frightened?
you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're
Oh,
visibly
boy.
shaking.
Yeah. And can't get any closer. Oops. Yes. My master sent me and a few colleagues to study and rid these mountains of the Durgar who have left their domain beneath the world and have, well, they're trying to take over the Dale, trying to take your domain from you and your master.
Persuasion.
Okay.
What?
Pretty decent.
My master despises the Duragar. Joyless creatures. Taste like filth.
Yes, they seek to eradicate anything living in the Dale. They would be the only prey left to you should they succeed in this.
She like kind of grimaces and shakes her head.
And worse, we have heard that they may have brought another dragon into your domain.
I have not seen another dragon in centuries.
There have been rumors that they are bragging about some dragon that they have.
Persuasion.
Oof.
Until I see it fly, I do not care. I am ancient. Nothing could stand up before me.
Surely, yes, of course. All I seek from you is passage to the mountain that we might rid it of the vermin that have infested the citadel.
You see, again, she kind of turns and speaks in Draconic to the corpse on her back and turns back to you. Can I get one more persuasion check?
Anybody got an inspiration lying around?
And
Not near you.
can I, while we're on this scary cusp, I do want to quickly say, I think at this point, Floof looks back at the rest of the group and says quietly, "Just stay, but no more alone," and is going to start stealthily tracking after Monty. Slowly, just to be a little bit closer.
So
Is that-
Calder's got
Something the rest of the group is going to let happen?
will Calder see this with a passive perception of 19?
I mean, you aren't hiding from each other. Unless you would like to slip out of view of everyone, Floof.
I mean, I told them what I was doing.
Mhm. Yeah.
I thought it made sense, so.
Yeah. Yeah, so Floof says that and starts inching out of the cabin.
Loof. Stay put.
Please.
Monty alone.
By his own choice.
And clearly, nothing bad has happened yet. We would hear it. I've seen him talk his way through the dumbest shit you can imagine.
Yes. And is
Hold on.
alone. I go
Is that
to
worse?
be-
I think it is.
to be closer.
You can tap into your inner wellspring of magic and try to conjure success from failure when you make an ability check that
Huh.
fails. So I can tell you that that will fail.
Hmm.
If you'd like to use that, Monty.
Huh. Alright. Fuck!
But also, how far away are they?
About 100 yards. Or 100 feet, sorry. About 100 feet.
The two of them?
Yeah. You can hear like the
So-
kind of grumbling and stuff, but you can't see it. It's just obscured beyond those trees.
I just want to get a sight line on Monty. And I'm going in. I look at Calder and I say, my choice. And I'm going to stealth.
Wait, Floof.
As you start walking out of the room, Vaka is going to sit by the dogs and turn her back on you.
I reach out. Oh, fuck me. Just be careful, please.
Yes, okay, thank you, please.
You see that little glow of guidance? And he just looks down at the ground.
Can I get a stealth check from you, Floof?
Yeah, am I getting guidance? I'm confused.
Yeah.
On the stealth
Okay.
check?
Yep.
That's advantage.
No.
Yeah. The
Just
thing,
a D4.
you're going to leave the pass without a trace radius.
Correct.
Um,
I can't.
it's an extra D4, you said?
No, I'm going with.
Don't. Shaltari. I'm telling you right now. My soul is damned. Your soul is damned. Rather not speed that up now. Live.
Life's not worth living if you don't have anyone to live it with.
Blue said. Your choice.
I'm following Floof.
As you leave, Calder will do a pass without a trace on him and Vaka.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yep.
Okay, I am so low to the ground, just cutting through the snow, and I kind of want to try to coat myself in some of this pine tea to smell more like the trees.
That was just for
Mm-hmm.
reference.
Hmm.
So this is like a different scene that's happening over here. All right, so stealth 17 for Floof.
I mean, I got a 1. Does that matter?
You can't crit fail ability
Oh.
checks.
And I have guidance,
You do.
Yes.
which is
Not
It's a
gonna
D4.
matter.
It's
20.
The white worm has a passive perception of 23.
Hmm.
So you both.
Only I was in the Arctic right now.
So you both. So you can. So what was the last thing that you said to the dragon, Monty?
I just asked for its leave to deal with the vermin.
You can see
within the fortress.
it turns to talk to the corpse on its back. and you can hear this kind of whispers to itself. He's like, should learn a lesson speaking uninvited into our minds. Yes, I agree. And at that, you hear twigs snap behind you as Floof steps on the largest twig possible, followed quickly by Shaltari stepping on the second largest twig possible, both cracking, and the head of the dragon whips around and sees all three of you. And I need both Floof and Shaltari to make wisdom saves.
At least I get advantage because I am brave.
Yes, it is against fear.
Oh, brave little halfling, I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody. Wow.
I hate
What was your
rolls
wisdom
so
save,
much.
Floof?
I just hate it.
All right, Floof, you are the only one who's not frightened.
That tracks.
The dragon kind of looks over. It can't really see you too well. You can see now being
Small.
close. Both of you can see its large eyes, kind of cloudy with the cataracts, but it takes in a big breath. Foxling? I
Hello.
have not seen the foxlings in years. You are far from the lonely wood. You travel with this wizard?
Yes. He is my kin.
He has no manners,
No.
no respect.
Floof has no idea what manners are, but they just say no. And I'm just like looking up like this, I suppose. It's this tiny thing.
Did you introduce yourself? I couldn't remember. Did you say your normal line?
Said,
No, I
said
think for the
hello.
Oh, okay.
but
for the first
they-
time they did not.
They well, they were waiting. They were waiting for this dragon to finish, and I do think it's probably good to note that like there is a sense of reverence of Floof, even if they are not afraid, because they recognize that this is one of those big. This is a big creature at the top of the food chain. That is admirable to them. So, yeah, they step up a little bit, tentatively closer, because they can, and
Kind of
says, "I am Faloof."
I am Arbiantres, the white worm. It's a pleasure, I'm sure.
Yes, okay. Thank you, please.
Your colleague was just asking for permission to rid the Dale of these rumored Duragar.
The Dugar. Yes. The Dugar want destroy this place. It all.
As much as I am fine with you and your companions ridding my Dale of these underdark scum, your friend here must learn respect.
What is a spec?
Respect.
Respect. Okay. I will tell him.
Persuasion.
No. God damn it. I can't
I'm
contribute.
scared of roll 20 dice. I'm so
I know, I
scared of
can't
them.
contribute.
Yeah.
Like, I want to, like, be holding Floof's shoulder this whole time and, like, support. I'm too scared to talk. I don't know if I can help or not, but
19.
can I
With-
cast guidance?
With all my little floof heart, I mean it.
19. White Worm kind of leans back, kind of getting some height over you, and says, "Fine. I don't like the taste of human flesh anyway."
I'm not agreement.
Now, there was a herd of reindeer about half a mile northeast. And it beats its wings and takes off.
Okay, thank you. And like the wind of the wings, like pushing my whole face back.
As the dragon kind of recedes out of sight, the fear of its presence kind of washes away. Yeah.
Unfazed. I just walk up to beside Monty. And I just grab his sleeve with my hand. You should respect this one. Okay?
Yes, Floof. Well, I'll do that. For sure.
Okay. I think it's safe. We go back.
Yeah. Let's go back. And as we walk away, or walk back, Monty will change back into his form, except now he is wearing brown pants.
What
Right.
color was he
And
wearing?
not looking anybody in the eyes.
All right. How does everyone feel about a break?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna take a 20-minute break, grab some food, try to process their thoughts and our, I'm sure, emotions.
The adrenaline.
All right, welcome back from our break. Right before break, yeah, some stuff
Yeah.
with a dragon. The great white worm, the ancient white dragon of Icewind Dale, made an appearance. And yeah, so I think we can just jump back into it. I think we took 20 minutes to kind of calm down, try to sort some emotions out, get some separation in there,
This nose chain makes it hard to eat things.
and
You can take it off.
No.
recenter ourselves.
Yes.
Find your chi.
Very centered right now.
I needed some comfort food, so I went with Jimmy Dean croissants.
Oh,
straight
God
up
damn
it.
Okay.
Monty's dumb bullshit brought to you by Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy Dean.
All right. Well, so Vaca and Calder are left at the cabin with the dogs and Fiasque.
Yes.
As you watched Floof and Shaltari slink into the woods after Monty. A few moments later, you see the dragon take flight and leave.
As the beating of wings can be heard, and Fiasque kind of like rustles a little bit out of the snow, standing and stretching. The dog's kind of cowering and resting and panting a little bit. Vaca is going to look over at Calder and kind of like shake her head and take a small Goliath dagger from her pack. It is ornate and carved and sharp, and she's kind of just twiddling it in her fingers a little bit and lets out a low kind of grumble from her chest. He always comes back.
Calder will retort in giant. Remember, blood leaves a trail, speaker.
Are they planning to murder him when he comes back?
And he says, blood leaves a trail, and Vaca looks over to the very expensive bottle of rum, walks across the floor, and stabs it with the ceremonial knife, watching the liquor spill onto the floorboards and down over the cups.
That's a material component for one of my spells. One that would help.
You can check, but it's a cracked bottle.
Oh no.
Oh my god, I can hear like a siren go off that just sounded like no.
I could see the lights flashing out your window for a second. All right. So jump back over to Monty, Shaltari, and Floof now standing alone in the woods.
Walking back.
Yeah, no, we're walking back.
You just turn and
And I
start
think-
walking back.
Yeah, and I think I say something to Shatara. This eyes is very nice. Can see everything.
Well, that's good. I need you to take me back to camp.
Oh. You cannot see this?
Not right now.
Oh.
Yeah. Dark vision made everything real clear to me during that.
I certainly hope so.
Yep. For sure.
Okay, we go.
All
I
right.
take Shaltari's hand and lead him back.
All right. So Calder and Vaca, you see Floof and Shaltari emerge from the brush. Floof kind of leading Shaltari, and I guess Monty, do you follow them?
Floof already had Monty by the sleeve in the other
Yes,
hand.
I
So,
just do this.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, and then in the other hand, dragging Monty out as well.
You just see Calder's bow slacks the draw as he holds the arrow and puts it back in his quiver.
We are free for now.
Yeah. Good news. A dragon ain't friends with the Duergar. And, it also, really cares about respect.
Respect.
So we at least know that it's not her that is involved in the plotting. But I gave you all the ability to see because I am going to sleep. I'm suddenly very exhausted.
Yes. Okay, you slip. And I pat Shaltar's arm, like pat him to go sleep. I will watch.
I will start the fire back up before crawling into my tent.
Okay, you guys are back in the thing now?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, can you move your things? I did not know that you were back in the cabin.
Yeah, they're just walking back in right now.
Like we just.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh,
And-
yeah.
Okay.
I said that. Yeah.
Said that-
So
Yeah, we
said
said
that.
that to you guys.
Yeah, when we were inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Vaca is standing by, see, that's Frostmeyer,
Mhm.
and is just gently petting his head as
Her
they
head.
are, or her head, as the dogs are slowly sleeping or trying to rest. And she hears the floorboards creak as Shaltari goes back into his bed, into the tent. And the knife is still in her hand, and she's just kind of like moving it around her palm. But she doesn't turn around.
Yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure we'll have plenty to discuss in the morning. Whenever it's my turn for watch, somebody wake me up.
Okay.
You, okay over there, Vaca?
Oh, so, okay, where are you at? Can you move yourself on the map?
Oh, okay. I mean, he's just stepping up.
Yeah, okay, so when you say that, that is when Vaca is going to turn around. And I would like to punch you in the face.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're welcome to roll to hit.
Yeah.
Is that straight?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
I believe 25 hits.
Damn.
Yeah.
So Vaca will turn around. It takes about 2 steps on the floor, and as you ask if she is okay, she hits you in the face with her fist. I'm presuming you fall on the floor.
No. Monty wipes it.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, just wipes his chin.
Just takes it.
Wow. You do not do grateful, do you?
Grateful. Grateful for what?
Oh, for a
And she will kind
dragon?
of stand there. The dragon we were hiding from, the dragon that is blind and far away, The dragon that you communicated with without telling us that you were going to?
The dragon that, I don't know, has a nose and could smell us? The dragon that, if we didn't deal with it here, we may see it on the side of the Duragar.
And she's gonna look at you again and say, like the basilisks that could smell us, like the Duragar that disappeared on us, like every other thing you have picked a fight with or instigated with that we've had to fend off.
You know what? If you don't want to fight things or deal with them, I suggest you just walk on home. And Monty is going to try to cast suggestion on you.
Are you doing this subtly?
Let's see. Verbal...
Can you do it subtly with your two whatever things you just did already with the dragon?
I don't think I can, but it should just be. Yeah, you do see his the eyes of his bolo tie will be the only thing that lights up.
I would like to run up to Monty and pull my dagger on him.
Okay.
And he's gonna run up and hold the dagger to your throat, Monty, and he's gonna say, "You will not poison her mind like those fucking succubuses did to mine. I'm not gonna stand by and watch this happen to somebody that has also bled for us. If you're gonna want to talk and convince her to leave, do it without your magic. Or else."
Yeah, bled for us, and he spits out some more blood that's pulled up from his split lip. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Baka is going to look past Monty's shoulder to Calder standing behind him. And she'll step a little bit closer to Monty and get her like face close. It's like, you won't need magic to convince me to go anywhere. This is not a tribe. We are not your family. And she'll like poke him hard in the chest and like motion to the white wisps of hair of Calder. Your curiosity for things you shouldn't fuck with have already ruined so many of our lives. You want to go back down south on dragon's wings? Go ahead. The wizard didn't take you. Levistus's demon didn't take you. You're stuck here like the rest of us.
Levistus coulda taken me. Y'all fuckers know what I said to him? You know what he asked of me? He asked me to slit all your throats in the middle of the night, and I could've. Hell.
Baka's just gonna kind of growl at you again.
I could have made y'all do it to each other. And I didn't.
Why?
Why?
Because you weren't done toying with us? Trying to make more deals? Needed us to push you along further so that you could sate that curiosity with other things?
It ain't curiosity. I don't poke things for the hell of it. I'm just not a lily-livered coward like y'all. This is the life we do. I don't get you. You go around talking about how your life's on the line, your soul's damned. Go carve some fucking bones and just chill. Like, if y'all aren't willing to take risks, why are y'all about to walk into a Durgar stronghold?
because we have things to care about. Because we were going there together as a group, as a team, and every step of the way you shift off somewhere and sneak to fulfill whatever your own selfish desire might be.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
what's
that's
worse,
fair.
and what's worse is you have these poor fools following you blindly, where you have nothing in your wake but destruction, kinslayer.
Mm.
I have no intention of going back up the mountain. I know everything I need to know. I know where the Duergar are. I know what they're mining, and I could quite easily go and take a family of Goliaths, real warriors who know what they're doing, who will have my back, who will protect me as if I am family, and not worry about being left behind while you drink your whiskey and make conversation while the rest of us fight and bleed and die and poison. You want me to chill? I am chill. I am fucking snow. And I am part of this mountain. And Vaka will like kind of look around, see Shaltari's feet outside of his tent, and Calder knife on you and Floof do whatever Floof is doing.
I'm standing there silently watching.
And Vaka is going to take the ceremonial knife and look at Monty and say in Goliath, "My eyes no longer see you. My skin no longer shields you. You are no friend or foe of mine." And she's going to put a cut across her chest. And as far as Vaka is concerned, Monty no longer has her aid, her protection, or her indifference. He is essentially vanished.
Oh. Man. I
Do as you
actually know
please,
what that
Ephraim.
one means.
Floof quietly and like just a little voice says, Vaka. Why? Back in Goliath.
And Vaka will kind of look down at Floof and then in Goliath say, "Because he is not our kin, and he is not our friend." And she is going to take the first watch.
He is mine.
And as you say that, Vaka's going to kind of look over her shoulder and look down at Floof and just give like a really weak smile and say, "You are not a child, little one, but you are a fool."
I will go sit over here and watch for as long as I still have dark vision. I don't know how much longer that is.
8 hours.
8 hours.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do that for the rest of the hour watch and then go to bed.
Aldo, would you kindly remove your steel from my throat?
You feel that cold radiating from that dagger Levistus slowly pull away as you see from your peripheral hands waving out as he takes 2 steps back. You know, Montgomery,
not a coward, and I thought I pinned you to be the same as I, a survivor. I didn't fault you for making that deal with the Red Wizard. After all, who wouldn't want to take safe passage south, outside of here? But what you pulled tonight just showed me that maybe you're just a tad bit too brazen to consider survival constantly. And he'll walk over to the dogs.
For what it's worth, Calder. I tried to only put myself at risk there.
Perspectives, I guess.
Boy, I'm really feeling that sub-zero temperature, you guys.
Yeah, right.
This
Says
is
the one,
immersive.
says the person snoring in the tent.
No.
I know you're not. There's no way you slept through
Just
that.
eyes wide, staring up
Yeah.
at the tent, like, I really hate it when mom and dad and everybody else fight.
And flu fight. The family dog. Yes.
I don't really know when to step in here.
I think we are bed and watch for now. Maybe.
I mean, I don't know if people are still talking.
Monty's gonna try and have a drink over this.
Oh no. Wait, that can't be your only bottle of alcohol.
It's his new bottle of alcohol. He's gonna try
Was new.
Yeah, as you walk over to where you had left it, the ornate bottle is broken, and the rum is spilled out across the floorboards.
Oh, near the fire? Because...
Vaka is outside, can feel her heart racing as like blood slowly like slips down her chest.
Mama barbarian.
With that ceremonial cut of banishment, and she looks up at the sky with her new dark vision from Shaltari and sees the sky and the thunder snow, and in the distance is the path to Sky Tower, to where Tarnak is sleeping, hopefully. She wonders if he's afraid of the thunder, because she has no way of knowing. And she sighs, feeling that like tight, like thumping in her chest. And she's going to pet Fiask. And just let out a really long sigh. And watch before she has to go wake up Shaltari.
Monty picks up the broken bottle. And just under his breath, he says, "Alright. I ain't the only one who's in need of a lesson in respect. And you're just gonna go to bed."
All right. So Floof and Floof and Vodka take first watch. The night goes by pretty silently. Anything that has been out and about and mischievous has scurried away with the sight of the ancient white dragon. But as your watch ends, feeling pretty tired, it's time to wake someone else.
Yes.
Unless Floof and Vodka have conversing that they would like to do.
No, Floof is usually silent anyways. If a little deflated tonight. But they will go and wake up Shaltari. It's weird to say the full name as in my Floof voice. I just tap on your foot. Hello.
Hello.
Do you want watch? Or I can Monty.
No. I think I can handle it.
Okay. Thank you.
Good night, Floof.
Good night, Starry. I burrow into where you were sleeping.
It's warm.
It's warm.
Pretty warm, yeah.
I steal your sleeping bag. What are you gonna do? You gonna push me off? I don't think so.
Vodka, do you go to bed as well?
I'm gonna wait for Shaltari to come out.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you see Floof scurry into your sleeping bag and begin snoring softly almost immediately, you walk out and see Vodka kind of sitting on a pile of rubble, just kind of staring off into the night.
Yeah, she's looking up at the sky, this new dark vision that she has.
I'll walk up and sit down next door and you hear a little ping and the piece of copper lands in your lap.
Vaka is going to point up to the stars and say, which one do we blame for bringing him in our path?
Oh. You're talking about Monty, I assume.
You assume correctly.
That would be the eyes of the watching woman. The eyes of Allah, some say. The double daggers, the two jumbias. It depends on where you are, but some say Salune is staring through them.
Double daggers seem more correct. The one that offers to defend and aid you, and the other in your ribs. And she'll kind of sigh. The very fabric of our world is breaking beneath our feet. We're supposed to defend on each other. And she'll kind of like look at you and like narrow her eyes a little because of this bright dark vision. How many chances have you given him, Shaltari?
To do what?
to run off in his own means, to do dealings behind your back.
Well, truth be told, I feel like I've been involved in half of those behind the back dealings. And I'm sure there's been some behind mine. But when you lose family as often as I have, beggars can't really be choosers.
You need to choose better. She'll kind of kick at the snow a little bit. Maybe it's just on the mountain. I do not understand your people, your ways, your lies, and your trickery.
It is quite
Everything
different.
is so easy.
It might be easy in some ways, yeah.
She'll kind of like point up to where Sky Tower is. On the mountain, you are one. All pieces working together, knowing every move, every part of the unit, strengthening the next link.
Monty in his bed. No damn commies, get away!
Oh my god.
Well, that being one, not having to fight the whole world by just yourself, that sounds easy. But I'm sure it's not. Just different.
She'll kind of like shake her head a little bit.
I hope that I was right. They say that the eyes and those born under them are highly sociable, display a great degree of adaptability. I would say he has those in spades. And it's why he's lived for as long as he has. God knows he draws murderous intent from half the people he interacts with.
And she'll nod.
But
he
he's
appears to
still...
leave. Oh, go ahead.
No, still here for a reason. Like we all are. Even if he doesn't believe it.
Even if he would never admit it. There will not be another corpse he leaves in his wake, Shaltari. She's going to stand and kind of stretch a little. And she'll put her hand on your shoulder. I've been around the 10 towns, around humans long enough to know that they only care about themselves. That Monty only cares about himself. And she'll sigh. One more trick. One more selfish errand. One more I thought I was only putting myself in danger from him. And I look back up to the stars on the peak of the spine of the world. And I will go back up the mountain to where my kin are. And I will be taking his head with me. And she'll kind of like shake. And she is not going to go into the cabin. She's going to walk around this side of Fiask and kind of like settle against his feathers. Let him raise his head a little. It is odd the ones you call friends, Shaltari. I had hoped you would count me as one of them.
Oh. Well. Perhaps I do. I think I do, but it's all perspective, I suppose. Family, though, is more difficult, I think. I also grew up in the mountains. A little differently than yourself. I had many brothers and sisters, and some of them killed each other. But they're still family. And those that were left became stronger for it. I realize now in this analogy that this isn't really going towards the argument that I wanted. But hopefully you understand my point.
And Buck will kind of like cozy in beside Fiask and say, family, brothers and sisters, whether they're fighting, biting, tearing hell out of each other, should still have your back. And she'll kind of like touch her chest. The blood is starting to stop. And she'll look down to her fingers and see the stains on them. But he is not my family. And he is no longer my problem. Montgomery wants to fight on his own. He's welcome to.
Well, I will shoulder the burden for as long as I can. I suggest that you get some sleep.
It's been too long since I slept under the stars. Because she can actually see them now.
All right. Yeah, so Fiask kind of reaches his head back around, lays it over your lap, kind of covering you up. It's warm, and you drift to sleep. Shaltari, you're left alone, kind of sitting there. I guess, is there anything you wanted to do?
Probably wake up somebody they can actually see, huh?
I mean, you have 2 watches left, and only 2 people left to watch.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to do this one alone.
You can also like listen and stuff on watch, like you're just cognizant.
Yeah.
You're just awake.
So.
I mean, the Rime, sky is clear up now. The Rime is kind of illuminating it a little bit. It's dim light. It's not pitch black.
All right. No.
And you can see the sky, you can see the stars.
With the well-being of my companions in mind, I will take the risk and attempt to commune with the stars one more time,
Okay.
sticking with the course that we have set, that we plan to keep set.
Okay. So you kind of
With everything that has developed, I want to see if anything has changed.
So as you look up at the sky, you can kind of spot the constellations that you associate with each of the party members. But as you're looking up, as your eyes kind of cross over the one that you have associated with Vaka, you see the lights of the stars are beginning to flicker and dim. Given the conversation that you just had and what you see in the sky now, you get the feeling that Vaka's words about going back up the mountain are not so much hyperbole, but a real possibility.
And that's if we continue towards Sunblight together. The events that have happened. Okay.
You see that it may only be 4 of you walking up the path to Sunblight.
Oh.
That there is a rift.
Woe is us. And I'll just keep my ears out. As my eyes are somewhat preoccupied.
You got this.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said before, the night goes by pretty uneventfully. You're just watching the stars, trying to get your best idea of what they have to say to you. But your watch goes by without any intrusion.
I'll wake up, Calder.
You sound sure.
The little literal coin toss in my mind.
I mean, like Calder's sleeping next to the dogs with the dagger resting on his chest, like gripped in his hand.
Oh. Pebbles. From a distance.
That time, he'll sheath the dagger. Anything out there?
No. Should I ask? Or let it be?
Ask whatever you like, Sheltari.
We know that Sunblight we will reach tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Weather not.
Right.
Weather permitting.
Oh boy. I spoke with Vaka. She seems very intent on leaving. Unless Monty stops being who he is, which is a lot to ask of anyone. And I think she needed to voice that. Why do you think I followed Floof?
I'll shoot at you straight here. Part of it is because, like a lot of us, we do care for Floof. They are innocent. Very much so. Out of the most pure out of all of us. Though, part of it also was probably your ties to Elliot. Loyalty isn't a bad thing, Mr. Sheltari. After all, as the old Elvish adage goes, the lone wolf starves, but the pack thrives.
I've never known much of elven culture. But I did not go for Monty. Floof is all those things you said, but also a reminder. That sleepy look he usually has in his face is not there. Utu was all of those things as well. Before the Duergar took him. With me not being able to do anything about it.
So if I may ask, are you trying to right a wrong here, Mr. Sheltari?
Maybe. But Floof also cares a great deal for the rest of you. And I have come to share the sentiment. I will do anything that I must to not lose anyone again. Even if it means reconciling a smartass with a prideful warrior. And suffering whatever consequences because of it. But no, I did not go after Floof for Monty's sake, because if Monty couldn't get out of anything, as far as I've seen, he would be dead already. And he is not, so I do not have to worry about him. But I still care for him.
I could pose a harder question on you. Do you honestly think he holds you in the same regard?
Well, that part doesn't matter to me, does it? And I reach my arms out and clasp them around yours. And then wrap them around your shoulders and pull you close.
Did you seriously wait for Hawthorne to not be watching to give someone a hug?
We were all
They're
thinking
gonna
I
be
thought
so
I
mad.
was the evil one at the table.
Carry on.
Continue.
Please. Please don't make me choose.
I'm not here to pose that on anyone, Mr. Sheltari. I, like you, have lost family. Though mine was through means that I have come to terms that I could not control. That no amount of self-inflicted anger or spiraling depression will ever fix. I do believe in the elven gods, but I also do believe in this world is chaos. A wolf isn't evil for hunting a stag, nor is the hunter that hunts either of them. It's survivability, Mr. Shatari. And sometimes you have to gauge at whose survival will benefit the pack. And he'll give you an embracing squeeze as well.
I simply gave a hug. I did not choose to receive. Curtis is the villain here, not me. Continue.
Hey, we cannot make people hug you if they don't want to hug you.
All right. With that, I assume that Sheltari finds somewhere to sleep.
Fuck. I'm gonna do that thing where I like try to share the space with Floof and try to like nestle in around them, but really I'm mostly hanging out of the sleeping bag and I'm uncomfortable the rest of the night.
Okay. Calder, you're left alone. Fire's kind of burned down, just radiating some heat, but it's mostly just embers. Everybody else is asleep. And it's your watch.
I would like to see if there's any nocturnal birds nearby.
Yeah. As you walk out kind of to the corner of this cabin and you look towards the trees, you just see a crow. It's kind of staring back at you.
I'd like to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And I would like to hold out a ration and convey to it food for your eyes, for your sight.
What is your ration?
What is my ration? Probably like a trail mix, like nuts and berries.
You hear the crow kind of speak back to you, more eloquently than you've really ever experienced with any other animals that you've tried to speak to, and it says, "This one only eats flesh."
He'll reach into his pack and pull out some venison jerky.
Too dry. This one recognizes your kindness.
Too dry. What kind of flesh do you like?
Fresh.
Calder will kind of scan the tree line. Is there any small game nearby?
Make a survival check.
Shit.
The woods are surprisingly empty. In fact, this is the only bird you see. The dragon's appearance earlier has kind of scattered the smarter creatures away from this area. Implying that you aren't smart.
Could I insight to see if this is an average crow here or if I'm getting fucked with something here?
Sure, go ahead.
18.
No, this crow does not seem normal.
What are you, little bird?
This one is a friend.
To whom?
Your mother.
I would like to roll another insight check to see if that's bullshit or not.
Go ahead and roll.
Did that bird just use
Yeah.
your mom joke?
Yeah, sick burn.
God
Oh
damn it.
no.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems honest. This one watches where she cannot.
Do you know where she is?
Yes.
Can you tell me where?
This one cannot say. This one only watches. Doesn't make a difference, Sheltari.
Sorry, I can't offer you the food you desire.
No need for apologies. The dragon has left a bounty in the woods. Fresh polar bear, I believe.
So do you follow me, little bird?
This one follows and watches.
Well then. You're more than welcome to keep me company, little bird. Unless I spoil your
This-
place of watching.
This one does have a message.
And that is?
The creatures in the mountain. The ones you seek out. Pray to Deep Dura. But their god wears a mask. He's not who he says he is. Be careful.
I shall. I'd like to. So let me
Hold on a second. I need to look at something real quick.
How to
Could
inside
I
check a crow.
could I do a check of your choosing to figure out who Dura is?
Religion.
Since since they are my favorite enemy now. Roll with advantage.
Oh.
It's pretty easy. The Durgar only have 2 gods. Deep Dura is their main deity. He's the deity that they believe guided them out of enslavement from the Mind Slayers, but he's also their god of conquest.
Is there a form that Deep Dura has? Like, that the Duergar see them as?
Deep Dura, like many gods, speaks through
An avatar?
holy, like, clerics and prophets, and
Okay.
they don't typically show themselves. And Dura's similar.
Okay. If I could give a message for you, little bird.
Proceed.
Tell her. My mother. Tell Vela Soulblade. I'm fighting. I'm trying to live. I want to see her again.
You walk on cracking ice, young Soulsblade. And I will tell her. And with that, the bird spreads its wings and flaps and flies off. Sorry, you walk on cracking ice. I should have.
He'll just sit with the dying light of the embers. Just thinks on that.
The rest of your 2-hour watch goes by with little disturbance. The night just kind of calm. Storm has passed, but you feel it is time to wake someone up for the final watch.
He'll go over to Elliot's tent. Montgomery,
Yeah.
it's your time for watch.
All right. I get the most rest so far out of any of us.
Probably.
Y'all are too kind.
Tell me, have you heard of Deep Dura?
Monty, as you hear the name Deep Dura, for a moment you're back in those mines. Deep down, far below the surface of the earth. Yeah. You know who Deep Dura is. Another god like all the others, except this one lives below ground.
I'm aware.
I know you're not one to so welcome prophecies and the like. But during my watch, I received a message. That Deep Dura wears a mask. And not all is what it seems to those who worship him.
Huh. Well, I think I know a meaning to that.
As do I.
Well, you get you some sleep. It's definitely something to think about.
He'll nod and then he'll go over to the dogs and cozy up to them and try to get some rest.
Right. Monty, you are the only one awake. The fire has burned down to embers. The night outside is quiet and calm.
Well, Monty's gonna head over. Do we still have a fire going?
It's
like-
just it's burned low. Like you
Yeah,
could restart it
it's-
easily, but it's just kind of smoldering.
He's gonna go over to the fire that's burning low. Not gonna restart it, but just sort of look into the embers. He's staring into him for a while. And he pulls out what's left of the broken bottle of rum. He's looking at it and he tosses it onto the coals of the fire.
Yeah, the remnants of the high proof like alcohol that was inside kind of flash up with a small ball of flame before kind of settling back down.
His gaze is gonna drift over towards Vodka. Linger for a bit. And back to Floof. And he's gonna pull out the one the one batch that he's managed to mix from that rum. He's gonna pull out 4 of the mason jars, fill them all up. He's gonna write a little note. I think Monty's gonna walk away. Without lingering next to Fiask, sort of staring at the sleeping bird. He fingers the ice sickle that he has while looking at it. And he just shakes his head and keeps walking.
Okay.
Hawthorne's gonna be so like, what?
Yeah.
I don't think I have to ask where you're going. I think we can figure that out at another time.
Yeah, I can tell you.
But the morning comes eventually. You guys begin to stir awake. Oh my gosh, what's
What
that?
is going?
I don't know. I think I have.
Really wants us to know there aren't holidays this month.
You're broken.
No.
No, it's because I've
Holidays.
got another thing going. It's let's see. Where is it at? There it is. Enable background beep. Okay. Yeah, you guys begin to stir awake. Not woken by anyone, but just kind of used to kind of waking up at this hour. I believe Vaca will probably be the first to stir since they are outside in the dim kind of light of morning here in the spine, closest to where the sun actually exists. You get this kind of like twilight effect. You begin to stir awake.
Yeah. Vodka wakes up nestled against Fiask and like stretches and feels the bird kind of like shake a little. And as she leans off of him, his kind of head looms up and he stands, shaking any snow that has fallen off of his feathers. And she'll slowly get up and kind of smile and pet his neck as the sun comes up. And it's like that little moment right where the morning is before she remembers how shitty the world is. And she'll kind of like put her hand on his beak and look around and then walk inside to where that fire is kind of going and see 4 drinks and kind of stare. And she'll see the note.
Floof is stepping out of the snuggled tent.
Fully rested and
stretching.
comfortable with no knots in your back like Sheltari.
Yeah. Very well rested, very warm. Big yawn, big stretch.
What does your note say?
Well, do you speak common? No.
Jesus.
It says, it's been fun, y'all. But I got a feeling I'm more of a liability than y'all are ready for. Floof saved my ass out there. That dragon was gonna do me in. That's a risk I don't like to take. Floof, you stay. Keep them safe. I'll see you back at Lonelywood in a bit.
Vodka will take the note and fold it in half and put it in her shirt.
Is that
Floof can't read anyway.
but is that after or before finishing the note?
I assume after, since Vaca's the one who asked what it said.
Well, I'm asking.
Is there more to the note?
Was that the
Is
whole?
what
Was
you're
that the
saying?
whole note? Yeah, I'm asking if there was
Yeah,
more.
there's more.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
okay. Sorry.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Well, no, that's why. Well, that's why I'm asking. Like, did Vodka just get partway through and just Fold
As,
it. Like,
as Vodka
Or
go-
just-
Good enough for
do
me.
are you? We not gonna get to know?
as Vodka folds it, you see there's more on the back.
I thought it was finished, okay? Like,
There was no arrow pointing turnover, so
okay,
I got confused for a second.
sorry, please continue to note. Vodka continues to read.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
While Floof has started inspecting one of these cups, by the way.
Says, Shaltari, I bet you didn't see this coming. And if you did, well, I already got you around right here. And then
Why you
Why
chew that?
face?
Why you chew like that?
angry
Okay.
chewing.
Like a cow chewing cud.
And then it says, yeah, actually that might be it. Yeah.
All right. Vodka takes a note and folds it and puts it in her shirt.
I have taken a drink out of one of the cups. What is in it again?
Good rum, OJ, and mostly
Licorice
licorice
shaving.
for spice. I will say it would actually be real fucking good.
Yeah. What is this? Vodka.
Yeah, Flo put the note away. Kind of look down at Flo. It is a parting gift, Flo.
Party what?
Is anybody else waking up at this point?
I assume that Shaltari would have been woken up by Floof scrambling out of the tent over top of him. And that Calder would be waking up just because Calder's an old man and it's 5 o'clock.
God damn it.
Wow.
Gotta get my early bird special.
The biscuits aren't going to make themselves.
Considering what that crow said last night, early bird special doesn't sound fun.
I rarely think this, but oh gods, sometimes I miss the sun.
Vodka will pick up the one of the 4 drinks and kind of like hunker down by where Floop's at. And as Shaltari is popping his head out, look over at that tent. Is Floop holding the drink?
Yes.
Vodka will smell hers, and she will clink the glass with Floof and say, Mr. Montgomery has left us. He's gone south.
How do you know?
And she like raises her glass and takes a drink. Just a little. And like tastes the licorice and looks over at Shaltari and says, he says you should have seen this coming.
He told you.
He doesn't want to be a liability anymore.
I get up. I go to the front. I start looking around to see if I see Monty. Maybe he went to piss.
There is some yellow snow near there. No.
Right in the direction of that fucking bird.
Yeah, no, as you look out, you don't see Monty. It's been a few hours since he left, so the wind has kind of obscured the tracks and the fresh powder.
I have a hard time believing that you shared civil words before this, so how do you know?
Vodka will finish her drink. And she'll take the note out. And she'll kind of like hold it up in her fingers. You think he would have a face-to-face conversation with me?
I hold
When
my
he
hand
wouldn't
out.
even say goodbye to his friend?
I hold my hand out.
I'll give you the note.
Take time to read it, and fold it back up. With a very obviously tense to start, and then the tension kind of dies with a little bit of a sigh before he folds it up and hands it back and says, the eyes were a bit dim last night. I be sure to tell him that I missed it.
Vodka will kind of walk over to Calder and the dogs and stand by the fire. And she's not remiss that this probably hurt Shaltari a little or a lot. And
You saw him sigh with relief.
but it still stings. And she will like nod and motion over to the door where Floof is sniffing around, trying to see where Monty went. And she'll like give a weak smile to Shaltari and say, "There's nothing wrong with not seeing the darkness in people, Shaltari. He would have gotten us killed eventually."
Oh, he still might.
Don't count him out just yet.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Like, Vodka's like, I don't doubt it.
But I guess I'll ask him about it in Lilywood.
He did seem a little shook when I roused him from his sleep for his watch. I figure now's the time to tell yous that I had a messenger in the night. That Deep Dura, the god that the Dugar worship, isn't whom they say they be. I have my idea. As he kind of eyes towards his dagger Levistus. After all, wouldn't be the first time that he's manipulated people. But it's unfortunately all I know. But that message did seem to take Ephraim back a little bit.
Monty. Monty.
Parker kind of sends an
Hello?
attention to, walks out to the door where Floof is in the snow looking for Monty. And she's just going to touch the top of their head. Remember Floof. She kind of looks out at the snow with a stiff upper lip and a frown. He always comes back.
I pull away. And I look at her. You tell him that he is not kin. So he go.
And Vaka takes a deep breath. I tell him I don't trust him. You do not abandon your tribe.
You abandon him.
And Vaka looks down at Floof and is trying very hard to keep from breaking. I did not abandon my friends. Monty was not my friend.
Baka, you think you are wise. Yes, you are. But I am wise too. And I know myself. And I know what is in my heart. And what is good for me. Okay?
And Vaka will look down at Floof and nod. You are always wise, Floof. And you have a good heart.
I go back into the broken cabin and I go and I just climb up and burrow into Shaltari's arms.
Vaka looks out into the snow, assuming the direction that Monty has gone. As Fias comes up and nudges her in the back for his morning breakfast. And she will rub his neck and sigh and say, "They are not a child. And there is nothing wrong with not seeing the darkness in people." And wipe away a tear.
I think that it's 8:02, and I think that's where we're gonna have to leave it.
Yeah.
This-
A silent
It doesn't catch on the mic.
Like Shia LaBeouf in the movie.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's not at all how I expected this session to go.
Yeah.
Sorry, Hawthorne. Fuck.
So,
Y'all don't.
Sorry,
You guys don't realize that the worst part is that I can't tell them anything until they watch it.
Mhm.
I gotta sit with this
Oh,
until they watch it.
yeah.
Ely. That emotion. Fuck.
If you guys have Twitter, you should follow at D20Panic so that you can see Hawthorne's live tweeting of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway,
Watch the breakdown live.
Yeah.
thanks for sitting through our divorce.
Jesus
Mom and Dad
Christ.
don't love each other anymore.
It is your fault.
It is our
Oh
fault.
my god. Oh boy.
But yeah, we are taking next weekend off, our regularly scheduled break, so we'll be back to see how this pans out on the 14th, November 14th. I think I'm gonna have to have some conversations with some people offline.
Why?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We were too busy worrying about mom and dad fight. Nobody checked in with grandpa. He has the trust fund.
You're all disinherited.